The Shadow in the Night *. The darkness crept in like a thief, shrouding the mansion in an impenetrable veil of shadows. Detective Jameson stepped out of the night's abyss, his eyes scanning the estate's sprawling grounds like a hawk searching for prey. The call had come in at midnight, a whispered plea from Emma, the young heiress, who claimed to have seen a prowler lurking in the darkness. As Jameson entered the mansion, the air thickened with an almost palpable sense of dread. Emma's face was a porcelain mask, her eyes sunken and haunted. "I saw him," she breathed, her voice barely audible. "A shadow, tall and menacing. He was watching me, waiting for me." Jameson's gut told him this was no ordinary trespasser. He began to unravel the threads of the mystery, but every lead seemed to disappear into the darkness, leaving him with more questions than answers. The staff was tight-lipped, the family's secrets locked behind a fortress of silence. And then, Jameson stumbled upon the hidden room in the attic, a space that seemed to have been sealed away for decades. The walls were covered in cryptic messages, scrawled in a handwriting that seemed to dance with madness. The words blurred together, but one phrase stood out. "The shadow knows your name." As Jameson descended back into the darkness, he felt the presence watching him, a cold breath on the back of his neck. He spun around, but there was no one there. The shadow seemed to be everywhere and nowhere, a malevolent force that toyed with him like a cat with a mouse. Suddenly, the lights flickered and died, plunging the mansion into darkness. Jameson was alone, surrounded by the oppressive silence of the night. And then, he heard it, the sound of footsteps, light and deliberate, coming from the floor above. The shadow was closing in. Jameson's heart pounded in his chest as he crept up the stairs, his gun drawn. But when he reached the top, there was no one there. The footsteps had stopped, the silence deafening. The shadow had vanished, but Jameson knew it was only waiting, biding its time until it could strike again. And when it did, nothing would ever be the same.